expectations. I don't even want congratulations. I recognize your false confidence and calculated promises all in your conversation. I hate people that feel entitled. Look at me crazy cause I ain't invite you. Oh, you important, you the moral to the story. You endorsing, motherfucker, I don't even like you. You corrupt a man's heart with a gift. That's how you find out who you dealing with. A small percentage you I'm building with. I want the credit if I'm losing or I'm winning. Mama, that's the realest shit. Let's talk about love. Get away from me. If you do, I won't move. I ain't just cry for no reason. I ain't just pray for no reason. I give thanks for the day, for the hours, and another way, another life breathing. I did it all cause I feel good. I wouldn't do it all if you feel bad. Better live your life. We're running out of time. Let's talk about love.
Oh, so much to talk about tonight. Feeling like the Joker. And here y'all doing? I actually had to rush home from Oakland to make this happen.
Two law enforcement
because there is way too much to unpack tonight. Like, a lot. It's looking real bad. Really, really, really bad, son. Real bad. And it looked bad to me when so when they arrested the two brothers, I knew from the get-go that they weren't going to keep them. If they were going to keep them, it would have been for some bullshit old charge or some bullshit old warrant. That's probably why they would have kept them. But I had a feeling that they were not going to officially charge them. And actually, no, let me take that back. They arrested them for battery. So remember, originally they were persons of interest. And then they said they were under arrest for battery. Now, the only way you can have a battery charge is if you assault somebody. Assault, and I'm not sure what the code exactly sounds like in the state of Illinois, but at least in the state of California, assault is the unwanted touching of another. Well, actually, no. When you make physical contact with someone else, that's battery. Assault, however, is anything that someone does to me that forces me to move. So if you come up to me and scream on my ear and I move, that's assault. And touching me is also assault, but touching with force is battery. So the original, after they were arrested, we heard that they were being arrested for battery. And my first thought was like, no, you can't get them for battery if Jussie Smollett told them to do it. Now, if Lee Daniels told them to do it, you might get battery there if Jussie had nothing to do with it. But we all know from the get, yo, when all that information started flooding out, it's Ray Charles could see that shit, y'all. It's more than obvious that Jussie Smollett had a hand in the orchestration of his attack, so to speak. Looking at the chat room, Foxman77 says, people don't want the bathroom policies shoved down their throat, but nobody is jumping gay kids and beating them for being gay. This is true. This is true. So I'm going to go to a source that I normally never touch, because I don't like giving them the clicks. But I'm going to this particular source because when CNN runs with the story, you know the shit's real, even though they fake news. But you know it's real serious when CNN is saying, police sources, new evidence suggests that Jussie Smollett orchestrated the attack. Let's go and listen to the video.
Sources with knowledge of the investigation tell CNN Chicago police believe Jussie Smollett paid two men to orchestrate the assault. The actor told police that on January 29th, two masked men beat him, doused him with a liquid he believed to be bleach, and put a rope around his neck, all while shouting racial and homophobic slurs.
Mega country,
I want to go out to CNN national correspondent Ryan Young in Chicago now for the latest. Ryan, what are we learning?
Well, we were talking to those two law enforcement sources with knowledge of the investigation.
Look how sad she looks, by the way. Like, look how utterly disappointed she is.
And
this story is not real.
Well, we were talking to those two law enforcement sources with knowledge of the investigation. They tell CNN that Chicago police believe Jussie Smollett paid the two men to orchestrate the assault. The brothers who were arrested Wednesday were released without charges Friday after police cited the discovery of new evidence. Now, the sources tell CNN...
New evidence, i.e. they snitching. These niggas snitching. I said that the other night. He's like, yo, these dudes ain't doing time for nobody. They are not. They ain't built like that. They are not doing time for some B-list actor.
That the two men are now cooperating fully with law enforcement. Smollett told authorities he was attacked early January 29th by two men who were yelling out racial and homophobic slurs. And he said one attacker put a rope around his neck and poured an unknown chemical substance on him. The sources tell CNN that there are records that show the two brothers purchased the rope around Smollett's neck at an Ace Hardware store in Chicago. Now, CNN's attempts to reach both Smollett's representative and
because they got the receipts from the raid with the rope on it.
Attorney.
First, before we go any further, these niggas is dumb. Like, let me tell y'all, just real quick, if I ever get caught up in some mess and I gotta go do the dirty business and put a hurting on somebody, first of all, leave your phone at home, all right? You don't want your data pinging. I've seen the heat map from Google because they track everywhere I go. And you have to if you want to use location services. So leave your phone at home, get a burner, whatever it is. Don't use your account to do nothing. Don't use it. Cash, and don't even have your phone on you if you're going to go do some dirty shit. Don't leave it at home. Give it to a friend. Say, hey, man, borrow my phone for the night. Act like you at the club and some shit. That's how you do that. Just letting y'all know. And pay cash. Pay cash and don't leave receipts around if you're doing dirty business. Man, it's criminal activity 101.
We're unsuccessful right now. I can tell you police have been working this case. 12 detectives have been working nonstop on this right now.
Don't forget the 4 FBI agents who are also working on the case.
More twists and turns, but of course now the focus is on the investigation and how detectives move this to the next phase.
So,
here in a rainy Charlotte.
It's real, y'all. It's real. But I'm not surprised. I don't think anybody in my audience is surprised. We pegged this shit day one. The day that this information dropped, we pegged this shit. And I said the other night, I didn't roll a dice and I didn't flip a coin. I didn't just come out of my head like, oh, I just don't believe it, because I just don't believe that black people are getting assaulted. No, that's not it. It just, none of it made sense. None of it made sense. Also, I got a little bit of new information that you guys might be interested in. I gotta cue it up though. So I'm sure some of you guys heard when this happened, when the police released the footage of the individuals, they said that they were found, that they were on a park bench across from Jussie, and then they walked one direction and Jussie walked the other direction, and then they lost Jussie Smollett for 60 seconds, and then he reappeared with the rope around his neck, with the sandwich still in his hand, and the phone in the other hand. So no video of the attack. Allegedly. Maybe they do have a video of the attack and we don't know. But you guys do remember them saying that they saw the two persons of interest at the time on a park bench. I remember that, right? Right? I can bring it up again, but that's one of the things they said. They saw him on a park bench. So I was like wondering, well, where is this bench at? Because I've gone all through the downtown area of Chicago. Oh, I got a Tinder message. Ooh, I've been super liked by someone? Okay, I have to pay attention to this, guys. You guys know how rare it is to get super like? Someone's trying to super like me. Y'all see that? No, you can't really see it. Okay, well, someone super liked me. I'm curious now. Let's keep with the stream. So, as you guys can see here, this is the neighborhood in question. I'll try to keep it in the center. If you guys can see my mouse, there. Jussie lives down here. If you guys can see, right around here is where he lives. So if you can follow my mouse, he would have left his apartment around 2 a.m., walked along East North Water Street, then he would have gone north on McClurg, past the Target, to the subway, which is right about here. And to go back home, he would have traveled 1 block, 2 blocks, and would have been back home. But the assault happened 2 additional blocks in the other direction. All right? So that was when I first got skeptical of things. But I just want to take you guys through something real quick. So let's do Street View and go to the Subway restaurant. There it is, the Subway. All right, right here in Chicago, Illinois. This is where he walked to at 2 in the morning in negative 23-degree weather. So there's the Target. Now I want you guys to look around. Like there's some benches here, but this isn't where the assault happened. All right. As you see, there's anybody see any benches here? No. This is open walk there. Open area here. No benches. All right. So let's walk. Let's keep walking. Let's keep walking. All right. Let's keep walking. These are sidewalks. Okay. Sidewalks. No benches. There's the Target. No bench. No bench. Let's keep walking. No benches. Let's keep walking. Sidewalks. No benches. Keep walking. Let's keep on walking. No benches. Keep on walking. And we're walking. No benches here. No benches here. Nothing here. Nothing here. I went too far. Okay. Well, now I'm behind his apartment complex. Okay? I'm behind it. And this is another block in the opposite direction. So he would have gone in through the front. But oh, what's this? Benches. Benches. Y'all see these? Let me see if I can zoom in. Y'all see these benches here? 1 bench, 2 bench, tables, 3 bench, 4 bench, a few more. Let's zoom out. All right, we got some benches here. Some more, 1, 2, 3. Some additional benches. And then we have Lizzie McNeil's Irish Pub, which you can actually go and do a street view of the inside of that place, and there is a camera that faces out. So within like a legit, like in like a 6 or 7 block radius, there are no other park benches around, except for behind another block in the opposite direction of Jussie Smollett's apartment. So let's continue. Where are we at? Where are we at? Where are we at? So this is about the area. Are you going the wrong direction? I think I did. I don't know. There's the AMC. Okay. So now we're walking again. So the image of the grainy footage that we saw of the individuals was taken right about here-ish. And this is East North Water Street, and the assault would have taken place down this dark alley here. So this is where the assault would have taken place. Not a lot of cameras underneath. There's a few, but this is not a very surveilled area. But still, we are multiple blocks in the opposite direction from where Jussie would have been. Now, we'll zoom back out. Again, I just want to run this through you guys. Where we at? Where we at? Where we at? I'm lost. Okay. The subway. It's here. 1 block. 2 block. That's where he should have been. But no, he goes another block south to this area where the police said that they saw the 2 suspects on a park bench. These are the only benches within a 5, 6, 7 block radius. I've looked. I have looked and looked and looked. These are the only benches. So he would have passed East North Water Street, gone down McClurg, behind his place of residence, I guess to swoop by so they knew where he was at. And he would have gone another block back upward. So he would have gone south, back around, underground, south, then back north to lower North Water Street, under the underpass, and that's where the attack would have taken place. But this is all bullshit now, because now that the police are saying, like, yo, here we go, Jussie Smollett attack investigation has shifted. Please confirm now, not a rumor, confirm. This shit's crazy. But we knew. We all knew. All of us. 33 watching, 7 likes. Smash that like. Oh, thank you, Eric Petersons. Actually, 41 are watching right now. Let me see where my people are coming from. You got some people on Twitch, on Mixer. As always, YouTube always is where people really come from. But no matter where you're watching me from, I appreciate the views. I appreciate you listening, and I just want to get the truth out. This is always what this has been about. Well, the FBI's been involved from the get, but that's where they fucked up. That's where they really fucked up. It's like once the FBI got involved, see, police have a limited amount of resources, all right? But when the feds come in, they can do things. Okay, I used to work for the FBI. At least that's what I tell people, because I might still work for the FBI in some aspects. But you didn't hear that from me. But let me tell you about the FBI. Lot of resources available to them when it comes to like criminal investigations. They have access to way more data than you think, and they can quickly get that data, as opposed to the police, who might contact your cell phone provider or your internet provider and ask to subpoena records, yada yada. Yo, feds can just snatch that shit up in a day. Chicago, a bit of movie trivia for your audience. Lower North Water Street is where Christopher Nolan shot the Dark Knight scene with the garbage trucks and Harvey Dent and the SWAT vehicle. Real talk. I knew that area looked familiar. I don't think Jussie was auditioning for any roles in that movie. No, I don't think so. That's right, they did shoot in Chicago. No, that was a badass scene. Wasn't that the first movie shot entirely in IMAX? And they were like destroying those cameras left and right. News in Chi-Town said it was a false flag with actors. Now, source MBS Chicago. You mean NBC? Let's go find a new source. All right, here we go.
Breaking news as we come on the air. The major developments in the alleged attack on actor Jussie Smollett. Police now saying they urgently want to speak to him. Investigators saying new information has...
By the way, no one's seen him for 2 days. And I heard that he scrubbed all his social media accounts. I haven't looked yet. In fact, we can do that right now. But I heard through the grapevine that he scrubbed all his social media accounts. This nigga on suicide watch, y'all.
Quote, shifted the trajectory of their probe. Officials today letting go of the 2 men first spotted right here on these surveillance images, saying they are no longer potential suspects.
White guys.
Here's ABC's Ariel Reshev with the new details just coming in.
Tonight, a major development in the investigation into the alleged attack on Empire star Jussie Smollett. Police saying they want to speak with him urgently. This after the 2 men in this dark surveillance image were released from custody. Chicago police saying information obtained from these 2 brothers during their interrogation.
Translation: snitching. These niggas is snitching. Snitching is snitching, y'all. But I ain't doing time for nobody, so snitching is warranted in this case.
Shifted the trajectory.
And Jussie Smollett ain't no street nigga. Even though he says he's gay Tupac, yo, you can snitch on bitches all the time.
Trajectory of the investigation. Those men no longer considered suspects.
Did Jussie Smollett set this up?
You know, there's still a lot of moving parts to this.
There's Gloria Smith, the high-priced attorney for the brothers. Don't know who's paying for them, but that chick don't come for free. Somebody's paying her to represent them. She's not a public defender, and I highly doubt she was on retainer. So who paid for their legal counsel?
So I am here for my clients, and I had a job to do specifically for them. So I'm not part of Jussie's defense.
I'm done. I'm out, bitches. I'm out. I got my niggas out. We done. Peace, bitch. Dude, check out the statement of his lawyers just released just now on Rob Elgast's Twitter. He's tripling down. He's tripling down. Let's finish this and I'll go check
defense attorney
Rob
Michael
Elgast's.
Monaco saying he's been
this way.
hired by Smollett. Monaco has also represented Michael Cohen,
Whoa,
President Trump.
Whoa, hold up. Jussie has a new lawyer? The same person who's representing Michael Cohen? That's problematic. I would even go as far to say that's worse than hiring the same PR company that works with Harvey Weinstein. Let's hear that again.
Has also job to do specifically for them. So I'm not part of Jussie's defense.
High-profile criminal defense attorney Michael Monaco saying he's been hired by Smollett. Monaco has also represented Michael Cohen, President Trump's former fixer.
Why would you need to hire a criminal defense attorney if you haven't committed a crime, Jussie? You haven't been even charged with a crime. Why you need a criminal defense attorney? Unless you know the gig is up. With your bruised leg shuffle and everything, Mr. Gay Tupac. The gig is up, yo. You played your hand. Too big. All you had to do was keep it on the down low. But no. You played your hand too big.
I think that what people need to hear is just the truth.
Yeah, we're trying to hear the truth, Jussie. We are trying. But we have. I would say that these brothers have nothing to hide, so to speak. You know, I mean, Jussie Smollett said on the ABC interview, which we're looking at right now, that he was certain that the two men who at the time were persons of interest were indeed the people that attacked him. He was certain that they were white because they had black masks on, but he could see right here. He even figured it out. Yeah, I know they're white. I could see right here. Mr. Smollett was certain that he could identify the people who attacked him. And they were white men. But he changed the story. First he said they beat him up, and as they were walking away, they said, "This is MAGA country." On the ABC interview, he says they walked up to him, or one of them walked up to him, punched him in his face, or said MAGA country, then punched him in his face. So what is this, Justin? You can't even keep that lie straight. You told the police. It's in the police report, which has been publicly released, that you didn't see which way they went. But you get on ABC News and says, yes, I saw which direction they went. You initially told the police you couldn't identify them. But you go on ABC News and do this exclusive two-part interview. Oh yeah, I know what they look like. I'm certain these are the people. These persons of interest.
At last, the observer comes forward.
Thank you so much for the follow, some dude on Xbox. Appreciate it. You get a Cabbage Patch, my friend. I put the shoulders in it too. Point is, Jussie lied. Lied. If for no other reason, even if we throw out that he concocted this thing with the Obaju brothers, I don't know, they from Nigeria, I can't pronounce that shit. I still want to know why they had scripts inside their apartment, or excuse me, their house, and 38 boxes of women's shoes. which make and guns, which is legal to own guns, but I'm just saying. And 5 bottles of bleach. And that nasty, y'all saw the nasty ass apartment. But you got 5 bottles, you ain't doing no cleaning.
Those brothers in the surveillance video arrested Wednesday upon landing at O'Hare Airport from Nigeria.
The feds were waiting on them for 2 weeks. They knew this shit from the get-go.
Questioned by detectives as their home was raided, computers and cell phones seized. Authorities looking
don't skip over the guns. Don't bury the lead.
At their phone records to figure out if they spoke to or saw Smollett the night of the alleged incident. Police saying the men have a relationship with Smollett, one of them appearing as an extra on Empire.
Also, one of them appearing inside the gym inside his apartment complex. Just, don't want to forget that part.
Detectives telling ABC they have not found video evidence of anyone else at the scene. The latest twist in the case comes weeks after Smollett reported.
Yeah, you want to know why they didn't find any evidence of anyone else at the scene? Because it's 2 in the morning while it's negative 23 degrees outside. Ain't nobody outside. Nobody. Nobody's walking around Chicago in the middle of the polar vortex just hanging out, bullshitting around. That's why there's only 3 people out, because these niggas doing shit. Jussie has 2 attorneys, and now he's got the one that is representing Michael Cohen. Suspect.
He was a victim of a vicious homophobic assault. In an interview with our Robin Roberts this week, Smollett slamming those casting doubt on his story.
Who the would make something like this up or add something to it or whatever it may be? I can't even, I'm an advocate.
All right. And the Oscar goes to I mean, that nigga's an actor, right? Almost had me believing. Almost. I didn't buy that. As soon as I saw his body language in that interview, the way he was smiling and giggling. I mean, this is supposed to be a traumatic experience, right? Supposed to be heartbroken. Supposed to be terrified. I didn't buy none of that shit. I want to hear it again. I want to hear it one more time.
Add something to it or whatever it may be. I can't even, I'm an advocate.
Casting doubt on his story.
Who the would make something like this up or add
Jussie.
Something to it?
You, Mr. Smollett. You are who the fuck would make something like this up. And I hate niggas like you. Hate. Pro-victimized ass bitches like you. I can't stand these people who want to be victims. Life is hard enough as it is. Right? Everybody got a hard time through life. This shit ain't easy. I don't know what y'all going through in your personal lives. I'm sure it's pretty hard. I'm sure you're dealing with your wives, your girlfriends, your job, school, the motherfucker down the street that keeps kicking over your trash can, your dog who shits on the floor. Life is hard, people. You ain't got enough money. You got too much money. You got enough friends. You got bullshit friends. Everybody got issues. And then you got society on top of that. How people view you, no matter what race, color, ability, disability, everything about you can be scrutinized and demeaned. If you're black, people gotta go hate on you. If you're white, people definitely gonna hate on you. Probably more than if you're black these days. If you're gay, people gonna hate on you. If you're trans people, if you're Samoan, Japanese, Chinese, if you got a bum lip, hip, if you can't walk, if you're in a wheelchair, if you're deaf, if you're blind, life is fucking hard. And even as difficult as this existence can be, we still move forward. We still go through it. And some of us achieve really great things. And some of us support others so that they can achieve really great things. And when I look at an individual like Jussie Smollett, who, in spite of his skin color, in spite of his sexuality, his advocacy, which a lot of people in this nation would hate on, he's living the best life. Living the best life. You would think a man like him would, just keep it moving. Keep it moving. Build people up. And be an example to others out there that with hard work, determination, and just that gumption to get out there and, go get that bread, get that paper and make a difference, that's all you need to do. And even if it is hard, just keep moving forward. But no. Him being an inspiration and a role model to hundreds of thousands of people, if not millions of people, was not enough for Mr. Smollett. Mr. Smollett wants to be a victim. And I can't stand people who want to be victims. I want people to go out there and be the best that they can be. And you will never hear me tell you that you can't do it. Because I know you can. You will never hear me embellish how difficult it is, because I don't want you to think about how hard life is. I don't want you to think about your skin color. I don't want you to think about racism, discrimination, all that shit. I don't want that to be part of your path. Be positive all the time. I know motherfuckers hate me because I'm black. I know it's probably somebody who want to hit the downvote button right now, but that's okay, because I'm not worried about it. I'm living my best life. But Mr. Smollett faked a racial, homophobic assault, which stirred up the community and made people afraid to want to go outside, because now they think Trump supporters out there are digging around in the dark of night just waiting to snatch up people. And if that were true, that would be horrible. And a lot of people would be afraid to go out, be afraid to go about their business. And it would take away from their journey to success. And when you push a narrative like this, and I understand the man hated Trump. He had tons of anti-Trump posts and stuff. Called him bitch-ass nigga and shit, but, that's fine if you don't like the current administration, but you ain't got to make shit up. The old offer to challenge him to get in the ring with you. I still got to fight Ice Poseidon first. That's the last person who I challenged who agreed to fight me, and it still hasn't happened. I don't know, if I was going to fight anyone, it would probably be Scuff Steve Jobs, because that dude's a total asshole. And I can say that because he talks shit behind my back. So, evening, Arsenal. See you in the chat room. But y'all see the point I'm getting at here. This whole victimhood mentality that everything is so bad. I can't achieve because of the white man, or I can't be better because of racism, homophobia, all that bullshit. Nothing stopped Jussie from getting to where he's at. He's on one of the most top-rated shows on cable. What did he say behind my back? Last time I saw Ice in San Jose, we were hanging out, and Steve Jobs came around, and he didn't say it to my face, but as soon as he left, like, I was on stream, and like my chat room just lit up. They were like, Steve Jobs talking shit about you. So
or whatever it may be. I can't even. I'm an advocate.
All right, Ariel Reshef joins us now live on set. Now, Ariel Smollett had told our Robin Roberts that he believed the men in those surveillance...
At last, the observer comes forward.
What do we know about the police's attempt to reach Smollett now?
Well, Tom, Chicago police say after the interrogation of those two men, they contacted Smollett's attorneys for a meeting, and they tell us, they said, quote, "We have made our intentions clear." They say they're now waiting to hear from Smollett's attorneys.
Made their intentions clear. Yo, come back so we can book you. That's clear. That's the clear of intentions. Jarhead, Bob and Max. Trump supporting MAGA hat wearing Americans have no interest in running around snatching up anyone. This is true. Too busy living a life. Period. Yo. Say what you want about the right. And I don't even like to call it the right. I really don't. Like, I wish we could just stop labeling people and trying to put them in boxes and just, let people be, But I heard someone on Reddit today like only right wingers don't believe in climate change. I'm like, I know tons of people on the left that don't believe in climate change, and that's their prerogative. I mean, I believe it, but some people just they don't buy it. I know people that voted for Obama that don't vax their kids, but that's another story. Chicago told me to check out Rob's Twitter. Let's see what's up here. From ABC News, Jussie Smollett's attorney just released new statements insisting the attack was real and identifying one of the men brought in for police questioning as the actor's personal trainer. What? So this is a triple down. All right, let's read this. Let's read this result. All right, ABC 7 News says Jussie Smollett attack. New evidence shifted trajectory of Jussie Smollett's investigation. Two brothers are cooperating, i.e. snitching. Snitching. Chicago police are eager to again speak with the Empire actor Jussie Smollett about his alleged attack after two brothers were arrested in connection with the attack, agreed to cooperate with police, sources said Saturday evening. Quote, we can confirm that the information received from the individuals questioned by the police earlier in the Empire case has in fact shifted the trajectory of the investigation. We've reached out to the Empire cast member's attorney to request a follow-up interview, said Chicago police spokesman Anthony Giulimonti. Or Julie. No, I thought it was Giulimonti. Okay, I pronounced it wrong, or I spoke it wrong. Friday night, two brothers who were being held
at last. The Observer comes forward.
Thanks so much, Loves Pancakes. Appreciate the follow. Friday night, two brothers who have been held as persons of interest in alleged attack on Smollett were released without charges. They are not considered suspects anymore. Two officials familiar with Smollett investigation confirmed to ABC News that detectives confronted the two brothers with evidence that they purchased the rope found around Smollett's neck at Ace Hardware store, because those were the receipts that they got during the search warrant. The brothers agreed to cooperate with police, who are investigating whether Smollett made up the story after police threatened to charge them with battery and hate crimes. Yeah, that'll get you snitching. That will get you snitching real fast. Mike Pack says, not to over speculate, but how do you think the rabbit hole goes? Ryogavi, political parties, Lee Daniels' involvement, Fox, Empire executives. Your thoughts, sir? Good question. Lee Daniels is a gangster. Gangster. Like San Francisco former mayor Willie Brown gangster. Willie Brown, who was responsible for the careers of Nancy Pelosi, responsible for the careers of Maxine Waters, responsible for the careers of, who's a woman who's now running for president? Used to sleep with Willie Brown back in the day. Kamala Harris. Anybody of any value on the West Coast with any political pull. Jerry Brown. Willie Brown has had a hand in. And Lee Daniels is as gangster as Willie Brown. You see how he fucked over Monique? Y'all know that story, right? Monique's blackballed from Hollywood because of Lee Daniels. She may never work again. That's how much power that man has. That's what I'm trying to get across to you guys. That's how much power Lee Daniels has. That he can absolutely blackball somebody from the industry if he says so. No, you don't get to work anymore. He can also make and break your career, which was why and he was the first person to mention to publicly come out with a statement about the attack. He's the one that released the photo from the hospital and then deleted it shortly afterwards of Jussie Smollett. He's photographed with the brothers on set. And executive producers and directors don't mingle with extras. They don't. I don't know if y'all ever worked on a set before. I have, like, on many. Like, people, the big people do not come down and hang out with the help. I'm just being real with y'all. They don't do that unless there's something else going on. So how deep do I think this goes? If they didn't write him off Empire yet, they will kill his character now. Oh, absolutely. I bet Lee Daniels and the Empire cast all drop him like a hot potato. This is absolute speculation, like the farthest end of speculation. And I have no evidence of this whatsoever. I'm just saying that there might, like 10%, there might be a connection with Lee Daniels in the story as well. Hollywood's going to go, like I said, just absolutely speculating. If that's the case, if this goes deeper, because first of all, Jesse's a B-list actor at best. He's not Tom Cruise. He's not Brad Pitt. He's not even this guy who dies in all the movies. God, I can see his face. I just can't think of his name. Is Kamala Harris tied to this somehow? Well, Cory Booker just is either it passed or he did that lynching law. No. He used to be a firefighter on 9/11. God damn it. You know what actor I'm talking about. Shit. He dies in every movie. He was in The Island. No! God! Let me look. That dies in every movie. Oh, wow. Sean Bean. No, I'm thinking of somebody else. Here we go. I know he's in the Island. I'm trying to look at the cast of The Island. Steve Buscemi. Okay? Steve Buscemi, in my interpretation, is a B-list actor. All right? And he's in a lot of movies. Steve Buscemi. He's in a lot of movies. But he's still a B-list actor. All right? I love him to death. And I'm not saying that to knock him. It's like, the guy that dies in all the movies. You guys like, Sean Bean. I'm like, no! Oh, wow. Sean Bean was in The Island also. So dies a lot. Oh, Sean Bean was the protagonist in The Island. And he did die. Yeah, I love Steve Buscemi. Like, he's awesome. But I mean, you see what I'm getting at. He's still a B-list actor, and that's fine. So when I think of, and Jussie Smollett is no Steve Buscemi. All right. So I'm kind of giving him, I'm kind of, over exaggerating his talents when I call him a B-list actor. So when I think of the reason I'm bringing this up, when I think of the story, like, yo, why would you, who ain't even that big a deal, go through all this trouble to like make up some bullshit fake ass story? It's not D-list. Who would I call D-list? You might be right. I don't know. Let's look at some D-list actors. Rob Schneider. Okay. All right. Charlie Sheen. Okay. Lindsay Lohan. Okay. John Travolta. All right. Eric Roberts. Yeah. Will Wheaton. No, Kathy Griffin. Yeah. No, Steve Buscemi's not. When I think of A-list, I think of, Brad Pitt. I think of everybody who's on part of the Avengers cast. Samuel L. Jackson. Amanda Bynes. They got John Travolta on this list of D-list actors. John Travolta is not a D-list actor. I don't think so anyway. Jean-Claude Van Damme. What? Not D. Steven Seagal. Okay, maybe now. So that's kind of weird. Wesley Snipes. No. Wesley Snipes and Morgan Freeman will always be A-list. Always. Denzel. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Denzel, Tom Cruise, Wesley Snipes, Morgan Freeman, Will Smith, A-list. George Clooney, A-list. Yeah. 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 So, and the point I'm getting at is Jussie Smollett is not nowhere near that, and I probably gave him too much credit by calling him a B-list actor. Which makes me wonder, like, yo, like, why would he go through all this, man? Will turned evil? No. I fucks with Big Willie. I fucks with my Big Willie. Let's look at some more tweets surrounding this issue. Here's the latest statement from the attorneys that Jussie Smollett has retained. Below, please find a statement from Todd S. Pugh and Victor Henderson, attorneys for Jussie Smollett. As a victim of a hate crime who has cooperated with the police investigation, Jussie Smollett is angered and devastated by the recent reports that perpetrators are individuals he is familiar with. He has now been further victimized by claims attributed by these alleged perpetrators that Jussie played a role in his own attack. Nothing is further from the truth, and anyone claiming otherwise is lying. One of these purported suspects was Jussie's personal trainer, who he hired to ready him physically for a music video. It is impossible to believe that this person could have played a role in the crime against Jussie or would falsely claim Jussie's complicity. Jussie and his attorney anticipate being further updated by the Chicago Police Department on the status of the investigation and will continue to cooperate. At the present time, Jussie and his attorneys have no inclination to respond to the unnamed sources inside of the investigation, but will continue discussions through official channels. Fake news. Fakety fake. Who knows? I mean, this could spin another direction. I assume that Jussie's attorneys are not going to let him get anywhere near the Chicago Police Department. And lawyers can make whatever statement they want. So I'm not surprised. That's kind of how it goes. Lawyers are paid very well to lie. Is anything else of interest here? This is 37 minutes ago. The brothers agreed to cooperate with police who are investigating whether Jussie Smollett made up the story after police threatened to charge them with battery and a hate crime. Yeah, because they didn't do a battery and a hate crime. The brothers reportedly purchased the rope at a local hardware store, not Ace Hardware. Alright, well, they're updating that for accuracy's sake. As first reported by Fox 32 Chicago, reports two officials familiar with the Smollett investigation confirm ABC detectives were able to confront the two brothers with evidence that they purchased the rope around Smollett's neck at the Ace Hardware store. Now they're saying it's a local hardware store. Detectives are eager to speak with Jussie Smollett again, urgently. We have been in touch with Smollett's attorneys. We contacted his attorney last night. We made our intentions clear. Chicago's MAGA country said no one ever. You know what? I think we should open this up. I'm gonna go hop on my Discord. Who wants to hop in? Chicago, as much as I'd love to talk to you, I want to talk to somebody new this time. Alright, let's see here. Okay, I'm not good at Discord, by the way. Like, I'm really bad at Discord. Okay, how do I share that I'm online? I don't know how to do that. Discord is weird. Nope, nope. I don't want to do any of that. No. I just want to share that I'm here. You can't hear? Hold on. I'm trying to find out the link. Forgive me, guys. I'm really not good at this. Eric! Someone's calling me. Hello? 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 Testing, testing, testing. Nope, someone called me. Alright, I'm just trying to find out, like... Okay, I think this works. Alright, I think... Paste. Yeah. That should be my Discord link. Yeah, I'll just, let me pop it on the YouTube channel. Alright, there we go. That's my Discord link. I'm sitting in my 1v1 room right now. Which is just my audio room, but if anybody wants to hop into the 1v1 room, you're welcome to do so. Because I want to... 1, I want to talk to someone. 2, I want to take some of the load off on me. All right, just waiting here. There you are. Why does it say your voice is muted? No, you shouldn't be muted. No. It says you're muted. Nope. Someone's in my room, but they're muted. I can't hear them. Is that better? Waiting for it. I'm bad at social media.
I'm here. Sorry.
There you are.
I had the stream still open, so it was like echoing.
Oh yeah, I hate when that happens.
And I had to make sure my mic was plugged in, and I was like looking to plug it in, and then I realized that it's already plugged in because I just made a video.
So please enlighten us with your opinions on the Jussie Smollett case.
Oh, as soon as I heard it, I was like, I call bullshit. Yeah. Wait, can I curse on your channel?
Please do.
Okay. Yeah, as soon as I heard it, I was like, I call bullshit. No way. Like, I was the one who put the comment, oh, Chicago is MAGA country. Said no one ever.
No one. And I can't even think of any scenario in which somebody would say that. Like, that's the weird part to me. Like, people just don't go around saying that. Even if they are going to beat your ass, no one's going to walk around saying, like, yo, this is MAGA country, nigger.
When I heard that, I was like, what? That sounds like a leftist. That sounds like a leftist trying to sabotage us.
Yeah.
There was the possibility that there were leftists who did it, who were like maybe white leftists, and they were just trying to sabotage us and had some other reason why they didn't like Jussie. But of course, now we know that not even that. Not even.
This is for one been a roller coaster ride of a story. And it's hard to, the hard part is moving forward, because I still want to unpack what's happened previously. And everything that we've been told up until this point turns out to be a lie. Everything.
Well, I mean, from the start, anybody with half a brain, like when they heard the story, was like, everyone was like, even leftists were like, I don't know, this sounds really fishy.
I tell people, my research, the vast majority of people who don't buy this story are black folk. You go look on Twitter right now, and you look at people calling him a liar or a fake. It's all black people. All black people.
Well, that's one thing I would say that is really great about black people compared to white people. White people tend to be leftist isn't politically correct.
Mm-hmm.
White people on the left are politically correct. But the thing about black people is whether they're on the right or they're on the left, they have no problem calling out bullshit.
Well, we understand bullshit real easy. It just, black folk understand the bullshit when it comes.
I don't think you guys have the same social pressure in your communities to be afraid to say what you think the way we have.
True. In fact, we're expected to be more open about our feelings or open about our opinions.
I don't know if it's expected so much, it's just how everyone is. I don't think anybody really tells your kids, well, you have to, I guess to some extent, yeah, maybe. But I think it's more of us being expected not to do it. It's more the way we're taught to suppress it than you guys being taught. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's just part of being raised, in African American communities and stuff. And the reason why I bring that up is I think most black people either know someone, heard of someone, or they themselves have been the victim of battery and assault. And it can come in many fashions, but not like this. And if you grow up on the street, you kind of have a sense of how these things go down. You know, first of all, people don't announce that they're going to attack you unless you already squared up. Like, people don't alert people. If their plan is to jump you and wrap a noose around your neck and pour bleach on you, they're gonna catch you slipping. You know, they're gonna catch you from behind. But Jesse wants us to believe that these individuals walked up to him, called him out to get his attention.
The polar vortex, no less.
In the polar vortex. And I'm so glad they gave the new information that, yeah, there is nobody else within hours on this block at any given time. These are the only 2 people on any surveillance video. So there's only 2 people it could possibly be. And then he releases a statement and says, oh, it couldn't be him. He's my personal trainer. They rolling on him. They rolling on him fast. Also, the fact that they attack him and then leave for Nigeria the night of. So, I shouldn't even call it an attack. Like, I really should stop saying that, because this isn't an attack. You know, this was...
Staging?
They roughed him up, but they didn't attack. Say again?
Night of the staging?
Staging, yeah, that's a better term. It's staging. They roughed him up, you know, shook him, and probably slapped him a couple times so he might have a welt on his face. But beyond that, that's the...
Oh, that's another thing. The scratches on his face...
I don't even want to call it a scratch. Hospital called it an abrasion.
They looked like they were already scabbed over. I don't know if you noticed that.
That is true. Also, they were completely healed by Saturday when he did the concert in LA. There's no... Even in the ABC interview, there is no indication that he ever got scratched on his face. But they did look scabbed up. So... And also, wouldn't the hospital, like, clean him up while he's in the bed first? Maybe? I don't know. I mean, maybe I'm stretching there.
Well, if it was scabbed over...
There's nothing to clean.
Right, exactly. And the point that I'm making is, it takes, like... or so before you get scabs. I mean, I haven't cut myself, like... You know, I'm not a little kid anymore. I don't get scabs all the time, but I got them all the time as a child because I was very klutzy and stuff.
So are you alluding that Jussie may have concocted this story and this staging after...
I wonder if maybe, like...
He fell down some stairs or cut himself and it's like, fuck, how am I going to explain this? And then it was like, well, fuck, let me... No reason to waste a good crisis.
Yeah, something to that effect. Like, maybe not even how do I explain this, because they weren't that bad at scratches, but just, hey, I could take advantage of these scratches and, you know, get myself some publicity somehow.
Yeah. Yeah. Ugh, what a dumbass. Dude, his career's over. Over. He will never work again in Hollywood.
I don't agree. I don't agree because the left takes care of itself. I don't agree because the left takes care of itself.
So how do you think they're going to spin it? I mean, do you think they're going to say, oh, well, you know, Jussie Smollett is going through a stressful time. He's in rehab right now. He'll do the apology tour, ask for forgiveness.
No.
But he's still gonna
not apologize.
Yeah, but he's still gonna have to pay millions of dollars for this investigation. That's for damn sure.
Oh, well, hopefully. But what I think will happen is if he has to pay for anything, some leftist organization will probably swoop in and pay for it for him.
Like the Southern Poverty Law Center? Oh, wait, that's right. They're broke.
I don't think they are because, I mean, they only had to pay out like
Somebody sent me $2. Thank you so much.
Oh, yes, you got a super chat. What a time to be alive, Ryoga.
Oh, yes.
Sarah, thank you for all you do.
Appreciate it.
I'm sorry, I read your super chat for you.
Thank you. You did it for me.
Okay. But what I'm saying is, what I think will happen is, I think Like, he'll, disappear from the public eye, and then, like, in a year, they'll start putting him in shows, and they'll give him, like, good parts and stuff. He'll get better parts because of this, because Hollywood and the left are basically one and the same. Like,
I don't think so. This is a little bigger than. This isn't a small lie. Like, this is encompassed, the resources, and millions of dollars. And, these detectives could have been working on murders. They could have been working on assaults. They could have been working on rapes. Who knows how many cases have been delayed because they lost the resources to do it.
The opportunity to harass the right was on the table. I mean, the left, that's all they care about. They don't care if people look at how they fuss about immigration. They fuss about immigration.
Yeah.
Never say squat about the blacks killing other blacks in Chicago. Black lives matter, but nothing about the blacks killing other blacks in Chicago.
Never. I mean,
there's actually been protests in Chicago. I believe Tim Pool covered this, where
I met Tim.
Oh, lucky you. So protests.
We were supposed to do an interview, and we never got around to it.
That's well, yeah. I mean, I found you because you were on so many different videos, and it took me like 6 months before I actually found your channel.
Oh, thank you.
You have to do better advertising, because you should have more subscribers. Or a lot of people do.
I mean, if people want to come here, they'll find me. I'm not the type to advertise, so I'd rather just like naturally, organically grow an audience. Honestly, I don't even think I'm like prepared to deal with like more than 100 people right now at any given time.
But something about Tim Pool did a video about. Now I lost my train of thought.
Someone in my chat room saying that, oh my god, I got more money. Yay! $5. Thank you, too big. Jesse's gonna have to get benched for a while. The narrative is too big and the story is oversold. His liability will be he is a liability and will be silenced. Yeah, no one's gonna bring him on set for quite some time. I don't see how you can recover from this. Most people.
I still disagree, because I know how the left is.
This isn't about the left. I wouldn't attribute this to like a left or right issue. It's really more about Hollywood. And Hollywood will forgive all sorts of grievances. They'll forgive rapists. They'll forgive murder. They will forgive child endangerment. Lying, however, lying to this degree. And also, we're also talking about a different timeline. The time's up and the Me Too movement is real. And it's not just Hollywood blackballing people. The public is now publicly coming out and condemning individuals for whatever, their issue might be. And they're saying like, yo, we'll boycott. We're not, we'll put up 20,000, signatures on at a survey.org or something. So I don't see him being forgiven. This might tank the show. This might tank the show as well. And it'd be damned if Lee Daniels has any involvement in it.
Well, John Carpenter here in your chat says they will have him go on an apology tour, and he will talk about how Trump scared him.
You see, I don't. He'll do that. I don't think that's going to cut it anymore. I mean, I understand that narrative, and I understand how that will be part of the apology tour. But he might go to jail. Like, I don't think the Chicago Police Department is fucking around.
I hope he does. I really do.
Holy shit, I keep getting money. Grew up in Oakland, live in San Francisco. I know the left like Hollywood knows money. He's monetary liability and capitalism will force leftist Hollywood's hand. Yeah, I agree with that. Yeah, you can't bank on a guy like that. You can't have him out there. He is a liability, and you can't put him on a show and expect people to watch.
The funny thing is, there's so many. Look at how they put out these bad movies all the time that they should realize are going to tank just because these movies push an SJW type narrative.
No, money is way more important than narrative. Money is vastly more important. People thought Ghostbusters would work. The powers that be, executives, etc., believe me, they did the number of focus studies, etc. Like, oh, people are gonna like this. They're gonna be into it. Watch, the new Terminator movie is gonna tank also, if it ever gets released. It's got an all-female cast, but the Ghostbusters movie was, and they lost a lot of money on that movie. That was them testing the waters to see if like we could just, hey, let's do this with an all-female cast. It didn't work. It failed horrifically. And they blamed it on Milo Yiannopoulos and other things. They're not going to make that mistake again. I don't think any of these movies with like a full-on progressive SJW narrative have done well. And frankly, you're not going to waste money. If you know that shit's not going to sell, you're not going to waste money. It's not happening.
People are really, really getting sick of it. Greater public.
Word.
That is my $10 donation setup. I don't know why it keeps doubling up. That's really pissing me off now. And I don't know how to fix it. It keeps playing my notifications twice. Joe Budden is a beast. He called that shit day one. Fuck yeah. I wonder what Joe's got to say about this. Has Joe done anything new? Has he done I need to go find his. I need to go find Joe Budden's Twitter. Are you still there?
Yes, I'm here. I'm here.
I'm just checking Joe Budden's Twitter. Ah, there it is.
All right. So while you look at that, let's see what we got going in the chat. MC MCH Chicago 78 says that you're balling tonight, and another $50 in donations, and he can have a cup of coffee in Frisco. Hey, it'll cost less if he makes it at home. How do you live in San Francisco? Oh my gosh, I live in New York City. That's bad enough.
Yeah. How's the polar vortex working for you? Is it over? Is that done with?
It warmed up. It was cold. It was cold. Like the time when it was cold in Chicago is really cold here.
Mm-hmm.
My apartment gets really cold because my landlord turns the heat down. So, yeah, spending a lot of time under the covers.
Yeah, it gets cold here every now and then, and I get under the covers by myself. In fact, I need to buy a new space heater today. But I'm listening to what you're saying. It's
space heater just broke I don't know, a couple weeks ago.
Oh, they got one on Amazon for $50. Go grab it.
Yeah. Well, I don't want to have anything mailed to me right now, so I got to swing by someplace and pick one up.
Thank you so much, Andre. I was in Oakland today. Today's the start of Chinese New Year's, and I got to see them do the fireworks and the dragon and the lettuce thing today.
Where do you live now, Andre? You're moving back to Oakland after 5 years? So you're moving back in March, it looks like? Where are you moving back from, Andre? Andre, tree can't see me. Tree can't see you, by the way, Andre. You talking about Tree of Logic or another tree?
7th Street, Chinatown. Yeah, I was in what neighborhood was I in?
San Francisco and Oakland is basically like the same area, no?
Not really. No. Like the Bay Area really consists of San Jose, Oakland, and San Francisco. And they are three completely different regions. They intersect, but they ultimately they might as well be three different states.
Intersect because they are intersectional.
Yeah. Anyway, back to the subject. As people are saying in the chat room, Jussie Smollett's a liability. He won't recover from this. His lawyers are going to spin this as much as they can over the next couple days. We will see if they allow him to get in front of the police, but I don't think the cops are going to let him avoid additional questioning for more than 2 days at the most. So if he doesn't have a really good excuse, they'll pull charges on him Wednesday morning. I'm willing to bet that. Not only that, imagine what
think he's gonna get away with this. That's
Well, here's another thing. Imagine what it's like on set. You know, people are going to talk. You know, his coworkers on set, and not just the actors, but like, I'm sure he's friends with like, you know, the grip and the sound guy and other people. You know, how do you go to work on Monday and show your face when the cops put you on blast and say, yeah, you made up all this shit? Yo, if I was in some scandal like that, I'm hiding underneath the couch. Like, I'm hiding. You're not going to see me.
Yeah.
Yeah. I just, like I said earlier, yo, he might be on suicide watch.
I mean, the thing about people in these, I mean, you know this living in California, the people living in these like super leftist areas, like they really think that everybody thinks like this and that everyone's just going to agree with them because, you know, oh, I'm a victim and everything, but like they're so bold. And everybody, I live in New York City, and so not only do I live in a super lefty area, but, you know, people, you know, you get on the subway and you end up chit-chatting with the person next to you, and occasionally...
Oh, do you see what John Carpenter said? Stage crew will be pissed he risked their jobs. Fuck yes. Fuck yes. Yo, let me tell you about the stage crew. Sorry, I'm eating a sweet tart.
Yeah, I can see it because I have the video on too, but I have it muted.
Yo,
it's kind of weird because I like hear you talking behind, like, I hear you talking slightly ahead of what I see.
Okay, but John Carpenter's right. If anything will risk the falling, you know, the cancellation of a show. Listen, stage crew doesn't get residuals. All right, they don't get no money on the back end. They work. And oftentimes, you know, people will do like a season of a show, and then, you know, they're praying it gets picked up again, not because they like what they're doing, but like, yo, they're hoping they got a job. You know, it's hard to find new work. So if this,
I went out with a guy who did.
Go ahead.
Oh, I once went out with a guy who was an electrician for, like the Hollywood type industry here in New York City. So he was talking about at one point, Bill de Blasio did something surprisingly right, where he gave tax breaks to like shows for them to produce here. And he was saying how there's so much more work for him and that he was working as much as he could to, you know, save up extra money because there was so much work. Right. And he was telling me a lot about it. So, but yeah, anyway.
No, but
continue.
The crew, you know, they don't have a guarantee. And if the show gets canceled, they don't get a severance package or anything like that. They're out. They're out. Now they got to go hit that grind again. So
they're generally
if the show gets on hiatus, they're not working. They're not getting paid. They got families to feed. They got car notes and shit. Jesse's fucking up the money. Jesse's really fucking up the money. That's what he's doing.
I mean,
And I don't know how deep his role is in the show, but you know, writers are either gonna have to write him out, kill him off, pretend he didn't exist. Thank you for the super chat, Andre. FBI is involved. It's over for. See, that's the other thing. The feds are involved. This isn't about the cops. All right. You know, once the feds get involved, they don't give a fuck that he's an actor. They spent money. You might be able to get the Chicago Police Department to all right, well, you know, sucks that this happened, but we're gonna let it go. The feds, they spent money, and they gonna get their money back. They are going to get their money back, whatever resources they put into this case. If it turns out they wasted their time, the federal government is going to get their paper. Jesse's fucked. He's fucked in the worst way. He might be he might be have to flip the bill for like $4-5 million. And feds love bringing charges on people. That's how you know they working. No one's gonna let this go. Andre says FBI is involved. It's over for Jesse.
Charges on the communists, but
Nigerian bros confirmed for MAGA lovers. By the way, saw you on Let's Make a Deal. You're a legend. Wayne knew what's up. Yes. Interesting story about Wayne Brady. Well, not story, but just shaking Wayne Brady's hand was meant far more to me than winning that motorcycle on Let's Make a Deal. Like, yeah. Wayne Brady's awesome. We got to talk for like a brief moment, like after that segment, and he's like, you know, good job out there. I'm like, thank you so much, Mr. Brady. Feds have a 90% conviction rate when they file a case. Yeah. They're not letting this go.
This person, you live in Chicago, MCH?
Yes, he does.
Given the screen name, I suspected.
Yeah. No, he's old school Chicago.
Oh.
So I guess that's, you know, that's probably the larger question is, will the police charge him for making a false police report? Will the feds go after him for the resources that they've put into this investigation?
I hope so. I really hope they do.
They should. They should. If for no other reason, I think you really need to make an example of somebody for filing a false police report, especially one of this magnitude. That not only did he file a false police report, but he also went on public. He did interviews and, you know, pushed this narrative out and caused public distrust.
Yeah, well, that's what the Alinskyeites do. You know about the Alinsky rules for radicals and stuff, right?
Lewinsky?
Alinsky.
Alinsky. I don't.
Alinsky? So it's he wrote a book called The Rules for Radicals, and some of his disciples were like Obama, Hillary Clinton, you know, basically those kinds of people, you know, hard communist left. And the idea is to agitate society and create in society. So
here's one. Oh, more from CNN. Victor Blackwell, who's the CNN correspondent. If Jussie Smollett orchestrated this scam, and he claimed he was attacked because he's black and gay, the real tragedy will be all of the victims of real hate crimes whose stories won't be believed. Won't be real talk right there. Real talk.
I can't believe somebody from CNN actually said that, because that's the kind of thing that they say all the time.
Yeah. No, if CNN is throwing him under the bus,
Yeah, it's over. You're right. You're right. Yeah, I didn't know CNN was throwing him under the bus. If CNN was throwing him under the bus, yeah, it's absolutely over.
Got busted coming out.
Oh, you got another from Andre. False report will be filed. Reduced charges plus monetary restitution. Locally, feds is another story. Rules for radicals and Weather Underground. That's true. The Weather Underground too. Research on that. I was going to do a video and I never actually did the video. Someday maybe I will. That was kind of the precursor to what we know of as Antifa today. They used to bomb. They bombed police stations around, I think it was Chicago.
Yes, that's true.
And Bill Ayers, which is one of Obama's friends, was one of the leaders of that. And then you probably know the people with the no signs because you go to all the protests, or you go to some of the protests.
You're talking about Refuse Fascism.
Right, exactly. Yeah. And which is the Front Group for Revolutionary Communism. Wait.
Raphael Kadavid, I know that. Well, I don't know him, but this guy's such a fucking asshole.
Hey, Bob Avakian, that's the guy's name I'm trying to think of. He and Bill Ayers were in the same chapter, I think it was Berkeley, for Students for Democratic Society, which was like a communist club in universities in the 60s. Mm-hmm. So they both ran for president of their college's chapter of the club.
Okay.
Got it. And then I think he ended up with some other position in the club. But Bob Avakian is the guy who runs Refuse Fascism.
All right.
And he was, I don't know if they were friends or if they hated each other, but they were in the same club together. So, you know, they're still of the same kind of mindset. So that's what you're looking at.
Yeah, it's damn shame all around. Antifa is, God, I can't stand Antifa. Like, and the thing is, like, all these so-called revolutionary activists, you know, they're gonna grow up someday.
I mean, you look at, I mean, this is where a lot of these college professors in college, and that's why we have such a problem with what they're teaching the kids in school, because so many of these people went and became college professors. I believe Bill Ayers, even though he went to jail, he got out and he's working for some college now, or he was.
Let's see if I can fix this double chime. Oh, there is. OBS, double chime alert. How do I fix this? Had a little problem recently. I saw how to fix it very easily. So if you guys have double Streamlabs alert sound, just remove your scene and make another one. Simple as that. It worked for me. So it's just the whole scene.
I don't know. I usually only use OBS to record, and I use it pretty simply, so.
Give me just a second.
Yeah, let's see what's in your chat so that I can keep your
keep me up to date while I
stream going while you look for that. Here we go. Kyle Baker says, "Is this Jussie's way of making hate crimes more known?" I don't think we need Jussie for that. I mean, the left is doing a pretty good job. It's when they bombed that station on Roosevelt in State. I don't know where it was. I read about this and watched some videos a while back. You're talking about when I said they bombed. It was like in the 60s and in the early 70s, and then finally people got fed up and the government got fed up enough that they put the people in jail. So now a lot of these people have gotten out and they're agitating and they're getting with student groups and they're agitating and things are getting bad again. I mean, as we've all seen, they go to these protests and they toss, like M80s into the middle of a protest.
Yeah.
Mike Pack in your chat says Bill Ayers now teaches at University of Chicago, Illinois, he believes. Mm-hmm. Not sure he even served much time. Well, that's not cool. I think he served like 10 or 20 years, but I don't know.
What?
I'd have to...
Wait, for what?
For bombing.
Oh. Well, you know, the guy who
I'm not sure what
hit what's his name with the bike lock only got probation.
Oh, but that's California too. Like,
Yeah.
pretty much, you know, if you're a leftist
What was
in
his name
California,
again? Eric Clanton. Yeah, Eric Clanton. He only got 3 years probation. Damn shame.
yeah, and that the thing is though, in California, like you literally can get away with anything. I mean, it's the same thing with New York City. Like we don't have, you know, if you're a leftist, you get away with stuff. If you're a right person, I mean, imagine if somebody from what's that church they always bring up, Westboro Baptist Church. Could you imagine if one of them went and smacked somebody in the head with a bike lock? They would throw the book at them.
Well, Cindy, who's the main, well, the guy is, but I don't think he's even part of it anymore. God, what was her name? I'm trying to remember. So, Cindy Phelps, right? Yeah, so the founder was Fred Phelps. Cindy Phelps was, and her daughters were the ones that always went out and, like, protest. That woman's way smarter than anyone could realize. I don't even think they really buy what they're doing. Their whole MO was to go protest at the most controversial of events, and I think they were hoping that someone would attack them so that they could sue the police or the city for a violation of their civil rights. And they were hoping that they would drum up enough attention so that they would be told, oh, you can't demonstrate here, you can't do that, so they could sue for a violation of constitutional rights. They were just really, really effective at getting people to hate them. Also,
you're talking about Westboro?
And Cindy Phelps, who's the one you always see at the protests, she's got a lot of gay friends. Believe it or not. She's got a lot of gay, like, friends, not associates. She's got legit ass gay friends who call her out on her shit. The point I'm getting at is Cindy Phelps and that whole bullshit, that's all an act. It's all an act. You notice how we haven't heard about them in a long time?
Yeah.
And remember, CNN was giving them prime time coverage.
Andre said again, Westboro is trolling for dollars. Ryoga is dead on. Is that how you pronounce your name, Ryoga? Ryoga, I'm sorry.
But damn Skippy, they are trolling for dollars. Yo, if I met Cindy Phelps right now, I would shake her hand and give her a hug because she's playing the game real fucking good. And I love that. I love the money game hustle. She playing the game and everybody's falling for it. That's what I love about that story.
And Andre also said Ryoga needs a bigger platform. Eric Clinton.
Fuck Eric Clinton.
Oh, you must have been talking about the bike lock bandit.
Yeah.
That's from a few minutes ago.
Well, I'm going to cut this short because I want to go back to focusing on Jussie. It's
good.
been fun talking to you.
Very unexpected to be jumping on a stream.
But I appreciate it. Thank you for reading my tweets or reading my comments.
By the way, I'm Analytical Chick, so if anybody is curious who I am, I'm Analytical Chick.
And you can find her on. Go ahead, shout your shit out.
All right, so my channel on YouTube is Analytical Chick, and then on Twitter I'm like Analytical Chick 1 without a K. And I mean, you can find all my tabs in my About tab on my YouTube channel, and I just put a message in the chat. So if you hover over the area on the right, 3 dots will come up, and there's a little menu if you go under there, and it should have like open my channel as an option.
Are you on Twitter? You're Analytical Chick 1? Yes?
Yes, that's me.
And Candace blocked you? Ha What did you do?
I made a video about a social autopsy.
Okay. I see Semi follows you with very fake news.
I said, well, he followed back everybody back when I followed him, but
okay. All right. Wow, that's a bit of honor. I actually have Candace's phone number, so it's interesting.
Oh, really? How'd that happen?
I know Candace.
Oh, does she? Are you guys on friendly terms?
Very. I like Candace, I really do. But also, Candace is playing the game too.
Oh, yeah.
Candace is playing the money game. Candace getting that white people money, and I ain't even hating. Because every time she come up, they're like, oh, she's supporting Hitler. I'm like, y'all don't know, man, that's that white people money. Can't even hate.
I'm a fan of Tree of Logic,
thank you for the extra $2, Andre. Really appreciate it.
Yeah, Andre's like really giving you a lot of money tonight.
That nigga's giving me his whole paycheck. Okay, probably like 0.00.
He said he met you
in 2017. Oh yeah, no. Well, I used to be very, very active at the riots in Berkeley, and I got some battle scars for that shit.
Oh, well, you were at the one where they like.
I was at all of them.
Set the campus on fire because of Milo going.
Yeah,
that's there. When I saw you. I was like, "Base Spider-Man."
I was there. All right, I'm gonna go back and focus on Jussie because I'm losing viewers, and I'm sure they want to keep up. So,
all right, I'm out. Bye.
Story's crazy, yo. This story's crazy, yo. Okay, I think it's not doing like the double tap anymore. I hope not. I don't know. I'll have to fix this later. Where were we? Oh, that's right. We're still trying to find more Jussie Smollett information. Hey, you on the screen? That's true. That is true. You are on the screen. Laura Ingram, raise your hand if you suspected this Jussie Smollett story was fake all along. Donald J. Trump says, it appears that Jussie Smollett tried to manufacture a hate crime to make Trump supporters look bad, and most of the media not only uncritically accepted his lies as facts for weeks, but attacked those who questioned the validity of his false story. That's the truth, yo. They are already talking about how Jussie Smollett can redeem himself and that he shouldn't be judged by this. Imagine a reaction if conservatives had falsely accused liberal activists. Tim Pool says, by slow rolling this story, Chicago police extended the news cycle around Jussie Smollett. This is making it increasingly difficult for celebrities and activists to ignore. Yeah, I think the Chicago Police Department knew what they were doing this entire time. I think the way they handled this story and the way they drew it out was a version of was them playing 4D chess on this. I really believe that. Have you guys heard that Jussie Smollett got beat up by Trump supporters? Yeah, I think we heard that. I think I heard something about that story. Crazy that a black man can't even walk out in America without getting beat up by Trump supporters. Yeah, Chicago. I know a lot of people were questioning the motives of Chicago Police Department. They played him like a fiddle. They played Jussie Smollett like a fiddle. Tariq Nasheed. So this is the footage from Jussie Smollett attack. Patrick says if he killed himself, I would honestly feel bad. Yeah, me too. But I don't know what type of how stable of a person he is, but yeah, you need to be on suicide watch, that's for sure. No one will. If acting is his life's goal, no one will ever trust him ever again. Give him enough rope to hang himself. Yeah, if Tariq's out here, if Tariq is out here throwing shade. Andre again with the $5. This is the right-wing shit test for Covington. If you jump on a political hate story full force before evidence has been made public, you are the problem. Abso-fucking-lutely. Absolutely. I love this meme. I love this meme. It's like my favorite meme of this entire story. Eddie Murphy and Arsenio Hall from Coming to America is the Princess Zamunda with a noose and a thing of bleach with MAGA hats. Breaking the latest, attorneys for Jussie Smollett said there's no truth to the reports that the Empire actor played a role in the assault on him last month. They issued a big statement on. Yeah, I read that statement earlier. That wasn't bleach, the liquid the Nigerian brothers spilled all over him. Not fair to judge anyone by their worst moment, but this is really bad. I would agree. You know, we you know, maybe it is fair to judge people at their worst moment. I mean, we're still judging Hitler. So what else we got here? This is going to be horrible implications for Jussie's career and life if the investigation ends up the way it currently looks right now.
At last, the observer comes forward.
Thank you so much for... God, it's still doing the double thing. I think I just need to, like, kill this entire, like, alert box and, like, make a new one. This shows some real psychopathy, real malicious in thinking and spirit. And the fact that he's doubling down says a lot about his mental stability. You know, I mean, it's... No one believed this in the... We've already... See, here's the thing. Even if the police had came out and didn't come out and say that, you know, oh, we think he faked this, or we think that, you know, these Nigerians were involved, he still lied. He still gave a false police report. Either he's lying to the police or he lied to us in ABC News. One or the other. And it's going to be really difficult for him to backtrack and say, one moment he says that, yeah, I recognize the people. First of all, he says, I don't know who attacked me. I didn't see him. Couldn't tell who it was. I don't know which way they ran. That's what he said in the police report. 14 hours later, oh, they were white guys. Oh, they screamed, this is MAGA country. Oh, they did this. Oh, they did that. Oh, I saw which direction they ran in. That's what he said 14 hours after the initial police report. Then he gets on ABC News and says, yeah, I recognize those guys. Those are the men who attacked me. I'm certain of it. They are white. Then we find out they're Nigerians. And now the current statement is saying there's no way that they attacked me. One of them is my personal trainer. I refuse to believe that this is who attacked me. So which is it? The story keeps going back and forth. Either he lied to the police then, or he's lying to us now. That was before Good Morning America, before hiring lawyers, before hiring a PR firm. At some point, he has to pay the piper. Yeah. Yep. Oh, I'm loving the memes. Loving the memes today. Oh, my neck, my back, my neck and my back. I want 125,000.
That's really what the fuck I want to know. What the fuck? That's really what the fuck I want to know. What the fuck is going on? What the fuck?
Oh, even Chris Brown throwing the shade with the memes. Anybody heard from GLAAD or HRC? Seems pretty quiet over there. Ooh, I wonder if Vibe magazine will apologize for the article they wrote. Ooh. Let's see. Let's see if I can find something. Wow, Jussie Smollett top trending right now. Yep, top trending for me. On a weekend too. And here's a quote from Jussie Smollett. Who is more to blame, a devil who spreads obvious lies or a fool who chooses to believe those lies and pass them along? Hey, Ice Paragon. I like math and numbers. March 22nd, 2016. These are the words directly from Jussie Smollett. Who is more to blame, a devil who spreads obvious lies or a fool who chooses to believe those lies and pass them along? What a fucking hypocrite. Absolute hypocrite, man. Shameful. The boot meme is hilarious. No joke, no joke. This Joy. Exactly, it hurts real victims who I support. And us MAGA supporters didn't need this to have life. I can speak for myself, but my BS meter was on high alert the moment every celebrity and their mom came out with that damn hashtag I stand with Jussie. Ooh, let's see if anyone's still using it. I'm curious. Is anybody still using the I stand with Jussie? 9 minutes ago, Jussie Smollett. Oh, here we go. Here we go. Jussie Smollett, I believe you, and I'm sorry what happened to you. There are still people out there who are buying this story. What would he gain from making up this whole thing? Nothing. I believe him. There's no evidence to back up these accusations. God, do I need to tweet at these people and like show them just how incorrect they are? See, these are the people I need to talk to. These are the people that I want to talk to on stream. I never trusted the Chicago Police Department, and I don't plan on starting now. I stand with Jussie. Jussie's in trouble. They got evidence of the rope and the two guys who bought it and phone records. Who else is? Here we go. 2 hours ago. It's only white people and cops claiming hoax. So not exactly the most credible groups. Here's a hoax for you. White people should be allowed to voice their garbage opinions on Twitter instead of being rounded up and re-educated. Wait, that's a what? Oh, that's a hoax? Okay, so he thinks white people should be rounded up and re-educated. Reba literally flagged over 100 accounts for hate speech over this hoax nonsense. I stand with Jussie. White people and their garbage opinions are on full display tonight, aren't they? Why is this allowed on Twitter? That is my contribution to that tweet. Literally, do not use this hoax as evidence that white people are somehow acceptable and not garbage racists. Because even if this one didn't happen, there are literally hundreds of hate crimes going on this very second. And see, that is the bullshit that I cannot stand. So people are going to say, just because this one isn't true doesn't mean the other ones aren't true. Maybe he lied. Maybe he made it up. But hey, the other stuff, that's legit, you know. So we should focus on the fact that it happens, not that it didn't happen this time. Speaking of re-education, I was having a dumpling with my mom and aunties over Turkey Day, and they shared with me that the current political climate on the left reminded them of Cultural Revolution. Yeah, yeah. In China, yeah. Jesse needs Jesus. Who is this person? Oh God, I clicked their account. I shouldn't have. White science is compliance. I don't even know what that means. All right. I don't even know what this means. Queer NB WOC ACE they them intersectional AF trans humans rights, use whatever bathroom you want. Hashtag stop white men 2020. No DMs without consent. They have 9 followers. 9 followers. How many tweets? I'm just curious. Only 22? So they just made this account? Made it January 25th? Alright, well, you know. Okay. I'm seeing anyone else who is... Ah, here we go. Woke Auditor. Are you not paying attention? He just caused a POC to hallucinate a hate crime that never happened. If this isn't a national emergency, I don't know. Okay. Okay, well... I'm really just looking for people who who still believe like that it happened. Joy is going off tonight, who I was supposed to be hanging out with this weekend. That's a good question. Ah, thank you so much. Appreciate it. White science, I stand with Jacob. Okay, here's one by Jacqueline. Are people in this world so ignorant that they would believe that someone would actually make up a hate crime? Like, I'm sorry, have we not literally had years or decades of hate crimes against the black and LGBT community? Jussie Smollett is a victim. Facts. Do I need to go to hatecrimehoax.org to list off the thousands of reported hate crimes that turned out to be false? Let's just see. Made up a hate crime. This is not a fact. It's not a fact. He's a victim. He literally the opposite of a fact. Look at all the news articles, even from liberal media sources such as CNN and NBC. It's over, man. Cut your losses and admit you backed the wrong dude. And she says, I'll own up to backing the wrong dude when the police have officially announced that it was faked. I'm not going off articles who claim to know everything. You can disagree all you want, but I believe at this point. And of course, they put the link up. Well, here's a list of a few hundred fake hate crimes that might help you change your perspective on the matter. Oh, wow, she's actually open to listening. She's like, I'll read those, thank you. But here's a report of a few thousand reports of hate crimes from 2017. Justice.org, hate crimes. I don't want to seem one-sided. Let's take a look at this. 2017 hate crime statistics. Victims of hate crime offenses by crime category, known offenders, location type, Hmm. Single bias incidents motivated by category, race, ethnicity, sexual orientation, gender identity, disability, gender. Okay, what are they basing these off of, these stats? Okay, FBI and uniform crime reporting. Are these okay? If these are just reports, serves as a national repository for crime data collected by law enforcement. Its primary objective is to generate reliable information for the use in law enforcement administrations, operations, and management. Reported yearly. The 2017 data submitted by 16,000 law enforcement agencies, up 5% from 2016, provide information about offenses, victims, offenders, locations of hate crimes. These agencies, 2,000 reported, 7,000 hate crimes incidents involving 8,000 offenses. The table and graphs below. A full report can be read here. Well, of this report, I want to know how many convictions came out of this, because anything can get reported, and you can even charge people, but until there's a conviction, then it didn't happen. That's how our system works, right? Leftists get real angry when you talk about crime stats and the in regards to Asian Americans. Yeah, they do. They're not addressing the elephant in the room. Federal crime, human trafficking, cargo theft, additional publications. Important note about rape data in 2013, the FBI UCR program initiated overview. I want to know convictions. Single bias incidents. Sexual orientation, disability. There were 128 reported hate crime offenses committed based on disability bias. Of these, 93 offenses were classified as anti-mental disability. 35 offenses were reported as anti-physical disability. What does that mean? Single bias. There were, in 2017, reported 741 anti-white incidents, 844 anti-white offenses, 864 victims, anti-black, 2,000 across the board, known offenders, American Indian, Native Masculine, anti-Asian, anti-Native Hawaiian or Pacific Islander, 16. Wow, those are in the tens. That was the smallest group. Arab. All right, so black people are the victims, allegedly, of like hate violence or hate incidents or offenses. Jewish people top the list on religion. Next is Islamic and Muslim. Sexual orientation. Wow. Gay male, lesbian, mixed group, heterosexual. Wait, why would they put transgender in with, group them together with lesbian, gay, and bisexual? Because I would think people would want the statistics of like transgendered people and how, I would think. Number's not very high though. Mostly gay men. Lesbians not so much. Anti-heterosexual offenses, mid-30s. Anti-bisexual, mid-20s. Disability, anti-physical, what's the highest one? Anti-mental. I don't know what that means. That's the thing, I don't know what that means. Like, you would have to show me something specific. I have to reply to this. This. Yeah, this does not tell us anything. Only reported incidents, no info of charges, convictions, or other litigation. That's what I would want to know from that data. Here's some more people. I stand with you. I stand with Jussie. I've been bombarded with ugly comments all day because I stand with Jussie. I'm dumbfounded. I hope you find Jussie's attackers. Prayers for Jussie Smollett as he continues to heal from the imaginary vicious attack that he endured. There's no place in society for Nigerian rednecks and their racist hate violence. You can beat K Tupac's ass and get away with it. You can't beat gay Tupac's ass and get away with it. Oh, man. Here we go. Oh, please stop it. I don't believe Jussie Smollett staged anything. They may well... Andre, thank you. Will the Dems call for a national emergency on guns? Oh, well, you guys know there was a mass shooting yesterday, right? Everybody hear about the mass shooting yesterday? No? Yeah, because they shut up about it, like, right after it happens when they found out it was a 45-year-old black dude. That's out of news cycle now. As soon as they found out that dude was black, it was like, well, enough of that story. We out. It's really disappointing also that you know, your story only gets airtime if you fit the description or if you're part of the narrative. Based off your race, orientation, gender, you know, if you're the victim of a crime, it's a serious enough, you're not going to get any airtime. Or people are not going to take it serious. Yo, there was a mass shooting in Aurora, Illinois, and as soon as they found out it was a black dude, off the news cycle. Had it been a white guy with an AR-15, we'd still be talking about it today. Y'all remember a couple months ago, some trans woman went to the UPS station, shot up 4 people. Quiet. Dude, that happened at noon. They stopped talking about it at 2:30. Done. As soon as they identified the person, the story was gone. Frankly, my opinion, I don't think we should ever report mass shootings. I don't. And I'll tell you why. Well, for a lot of reasons. I think, you know, mass shootings, you know, cause for copycats. But also, I don't know if you guys know this, here in San Francisco, they used to give a tally of every time somebody jumped over the Golden Gate Bridge. And as the years went by, it started getting closer and closer to 100. $1.99, Ryoga. Where did you get that Black Panther, the BP, OG Ron C? You mean the hat, the Black Panther hat, where I get it? I got this, I got it on Amazon. I think it's like the last one, too. It's not our fault. Scandals sell and we have been tribalized. Absolutely. No, so they used to, thank you, Into the Fray. Also, thank you, appreciate very much, Andre. I'm seeing you out there, homie. God, it's doing the double thing again. God, I gotta fix that. I gotta fix it. It's bugging me. So they used to give the tally of the deaths of the Golden Gate Bridge via suicide. And it got around 70, 80. So every time somebody would die, they were like, you know, we're getting this much closer to 100. And they saw a dramatic uptick in suicides on the Golden Gate Bridge, because you were playing Black Panther Screwed Up. Oh yeah. Oh, that's Chopped and Screwed. I found it on YouTube. Just search for All the Stars cover. It should come up. Yes, there is a documentary called The Bridge. I've watched it. I saw it in the theater. In fact, when it first came out, that was a powerful. I lost a friend to The Bridge. I miss her very much. Her name was Paige McVandle. And Paige was awesome. This is Paige. We lived together for a bit. And Paige's demons got a little bit too much for her. And she jumped off the bridge. She was part of a band called Cookie Mongoloid. And then I think her best friend ended up jumping off the bridge like 2 months later. It's fucked up, you know? Suicide's no joke, yo. I miss Paige. Alright, let's go back. Oh, let's say, oh no! So, yeah, suicides, bridge. So the numbers started going up, and it got around like 80, 95, whatever, you know, like around 80 or something, and they said that there was an increase, like a dramatic increase in people jumping, because they said people were trying to be number 100. So, the Bridge Authority told the news, shut the fuck up. Stop reporting the numbers. Because this is going to make people want to kill themselves. So they stopped reporting the numbers. And then the number of suicides dramatically dropped. I mean, they still have, I think they have 2 every month. And it went down, but the bump increase stopped once they refused to report the numbers anymore. And I don't see how this wouldn't work the same way if we just stopped reporting these mass shootings. Hey, Into the Forever, I missed most of the stream. I'm going to have to go back and watch the Smollett stuff. I remember seeing the headline weeks ago and instantly had a gut feeling that this was bullshit. Yeah, that's bullshit. Total bullshit. And now we're going through Twitter to find out the people that still, to this second, support Jussie Smollett. They may well identify as white Trump supporters. This is not proof at all that there was anything wrong with Jussie Smollett or his story. They may very well identify as, okay, whatever. Dear Jussie, more people love you than hate you. Believe that. Just remember those who persecute you by not doing their job at investigating this crime. What they put on a wheel shall return to them. Let's be clear, if Jussie Smollett's skin color or sex was different, no one would be questioning the legality or truthfulness of his crime. Such a sad and shady world we live in. I stand with Jussie. We love you, bro. Hey, Sith, how's my Valentine's Day? Boring. I don't really have a Valentine's Day. Girls don't like me. It's okay, though. Keep in mind, my block hand is strong this morning. I sure hope they catch these fools soon. I can't begin to fully heal, and nobody is getting fired from Empire. Keep your head up, Jussie. Oh man, let's see how many people are up in his tweets today. Oh, I already responded to this guy. I'll be damned. And he didn't block me. Imagine that. Needs more strippers on Valentine's Day. I mean, I could go to a strip club. That wouldn't be fun. Alright guys, I've been streaming for 2 hours. Until something new comes down the pipeline, I don't think I really got anything left to give you guys. Oh, thank you so much for the extra $2. Soy is hell of a drug. That is true. What the? Okay, has Jussie Smollett done anything to Rob Glass personally? He's worse than a mad dog. Funny not. How the media, as Malcolm said, is going to extreme lengths to encourage public to sympathize with Jussie's assailants rather than Jussie himself. Yo, Rob just reporting the news. He's just reporting the news. Why are you hating? Don't look now, but Chicago police are trying to put it all on him as if anyone with sense trusts anything they say. I don't care. Look who came to them. A black gay man who happens to be an outspoken critic of 45. I don't want to hear another word out of people sneering at identity politics when you have the police not clinger to them, whatever that means. I'm all about helping the victim. Sometimes it's hard to tell whom the victim is, though. That's why we wait and condemn people after they get their due process. It looks like Jussie is about to go through due process. I'll reserve my judgment till he gets his day in court. Nah. I'll do my judgment right now. My judgment comes now. My judgment is all about the court of public opinion. Rob Elgas was simply irresponsible with one of these tweets. You know, which one are they talking about? Let's just see here. You know what? I should just take the CNN link and just post it to these accounts. The people who are saying he's lying. That's what I'm gonna do. Because I'm sure
two law enforcement sources with knowledge of the.
Because I'm sure all these people trust CNN. So we'll just do that. We'll just give them the CNN link and let them come to their own conclusions. Rob Elgas was simply irresponsible with this one, and wrong if he gots to go. Rob Elgas being irresponsible as hell with this reporting on Jussie Smollett. Anybody else using the term irresponsible? Is this like a mass narrative tweet thing going out? See, it almost makes you believe Jussie. Can we nominate Rob Glass for Pulitzer Prize? Yo, I've been saying that since day one. That dude deserves a Pulitzer. Whoa. Okay, why is everyone using the term irresponsible? I've seen this before when, like, you know, accounts keep using like the very closely to the same type of tweet. Interesting. All right, guys, I'm gonna go. Thank you guys for all popping in. At this point, I'm just like wasting time, and I need to fix thing on my stream setup. Till then, sorry, I'm getting tweets or I'm getting texts and stuff. Have a great night. Yes, peace out, everybody. Like, share, subscribe if you want. It makes me happy because I like seeing metrics go up, especially on Twitch. Like, I really like when people follow me on Twitch. That shit makes me hella fucking happy. Because I might want to be partner someday. Maybe. I might. I don't know. It's possible. Even though they'll never let me do a politics show on there. Like a real politics show on there. It'll never happen. Until then, thank you guys for showing up. I will catch you guys tomorrow. Peace out. Stay black. Unless you're not black, then stay whatever color you are or whatever you identify as. But for me, tonight, I'm going to stay black. All right, peace.